Quienes sí están aquí con nosotros.
Thank you for this message. We have Mr. Manuel Gracia Navarro, President of the Andalusian Parliament, Mr. Vicente Fernandez Guerrero, Secretary General for Innovation of the Regional Government of Andalusia, Kyung, Vice President of the National Agency of Korea, Rosa María Fuentes, MP for New Technologies in the Municipality of Granada, and Mr. Galdeano, who's the delegate of the Chancellor of the University of Granada for ICTs. So I give the floor first of all to Mr. José Luis to take the floor himself and to give us a nice welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. President of the Andalusian Parliament, distinguished authorities, ladies and gentlemen, allow me first to thank the organization of this fourth World Forum on Telecentres for the opportunity you're giving to the University of Granada to say hello to you, to welcome you today, to welcome you to this open window for technology. Welcoming somebody means offering what you have and, in the long run, opening doors towards friendship and cooperation. You are in a city that is identified with its university, a university that was founded in 1532, and it is the continuation of a long-standing tradition connected to the Nasrid Kingdom of Granada. The university has grown like ever, and it is one of the first universities in Spain, and it is a landmark university in Europe as well, and one of the most widely acclaimed universities in Latin America. We have two campuses in North Africa, in Ceuta and Melilla, and make it a very special university in Europe. We have 7 campuses, apart from the virtual one, and they all have the International Excellence Campus, the Biotic Granada Excellence Campus. We have one of the widest varieties of degrees in Europe. We have presence in the biggest networks in the world, and we are very well positioned in the best rankings in the world. We have to highlight that we are one of the top 20 in the world in ICTs and communication technologies. We are fully committed not only with quality and excellence in education and learning, but also with knowledge transfer. The improvement of society and sustainable development. As a modern society, the University of Granada considers ICTs a key element. Specifically, the goals that are aimed at are to have the most advanced technological systems in the environment of learning and education, guaranteeing access to education to everyone in society, having a government scheme for knowledge transfer, fully supported and fostered by ICT services, with advanced management services through the incorporation of the ICTs, and to have a staff which is highly motivated and highly trained in the use of the most advanced technologies. Follow-up monitoring of this knowledge is carried out through 4 main centers: the computing center, the virtual training center, the web office, and the free software office. The first one intends to develop the use of ICTs, giving support to training, to research, efficiently, fostering innovation and quality within the strategic framework of the university. Within the areas that we have is the fiber optic network in the University of Granada, the network of computers with more than 4,500 computers, the telematic services provided to more than 7,500 users, and the supercomputing center with a supercomputer that has 50 teraflops. The web office was built in 2009 to provide guidelines regarding ICTs and the presence of the university in the internet. It develops and maintains and controls the web page of the University of Granada that makes it an accessible web page for everybody. This has given us a good position in visibility in the last ranking. We are actually the 4th one in Spain, the 43rd in Europe, and the 142 position in the world ranking. The Free Software Office disseminates use and training of free software. Amongst the main goals of the university are to foster its image as a disseminating center, fostering knowledge through free licenses for software, and promoting communities within the university environment. Transfer and dissemination of these programs has led the university to be the number one position in free software in Spain. And finally, the last center, the Center for Virtual Training, has top technology in Spain regarding training through ICTs, exploring capabilities of online training in these technologies, and fostering dissemination of digital content. The Center for Virtual Training has 4 main goals. The first one is the Open UGR, Open University of Granada, which is a platform for dissemination of MUCs with several courses, digital identities, ubiquitous learning, and we have thousands of people that have joined it. UGR Media is a video web portal that intends to disseminate videos about the activities of the members of the university. Then we have the catalog of applications within the UGR, within the University of Granada. We have mobile apps to support training and to develop information for the university community, and internationalization, which is essential because it enables us to share ideas and experiences in the training and in the dissemination of networks such as the Coimbra Europe, the European Foundation for Quality, or the Orion Association. In sum, and to finish with this, the University of Granada is an institution that, as a public entity and supported by new technologies and ICTs, is taking care of people. We foster innovation as an engine to develop progress, and we care about sustainability as well, not only from the point of view of feasibility in the economic background, but also taking into consideration the social aspects in this framework. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the University of Granada at your disposal to share with you new projects that will help achieving better welfare. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. And now I give the floor to Rosa María Fuentes, MP for the Municipality of Granada for New Technologies.
Un aplauso.
Buenos días. Hola, buenos días a todos.
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Secretary, authorities. I'm glad to welcome you today to the province of Granada. It is a pleasure, as a representative of the municipality of Granada, the body for the province of Granada, to welcome you to Granada and to congratulate the Telecenter Association for choosing Granada to carry out this conference. I would, of course, like to take this opportunity to invite you, all of you coming from Spain or abroad, to enjoy the city and the province of Granada. The province has many jewels to show you, to enjoy around the whole province of Granada. We have 169 municipalities, and these municipalities are arranged around areas that, due to the difficulties of the relief, sometimes it is difficult to provide new technology support to all of them. It is true, however, that through the institutional cooperation between the regional government of Granada, the regional government of Andalusia, and the municipality of Granada, The telecenter network has been installed and implemented around the province, and we have a digital literacy campaign, but there's still a long way to go to have access to all networks. And until this day comes when everybody has access to these technologies, we won't be able to say that we are a fully democratic society in Granada. And institutions in this regard have to support the private initiatives when we need it. I would also like to take this opportunity to give a few words of support to this network of telecenters, the operators in the province that are carrying out a very important task when reinventing the service to citizens, how these telecenters, young people that are unemployed and finding a job, and companies are developing their activities, women are being supported and are avoiding discrimination. People that have some kind of development and institutional support in the province of Granada is very important to develop this telecenter network. First of all, of course, I would like to thank you for coming. I hope that this meeting is very fruitful. And hopefully the experience of our network, which is very positive, will be valid to develop this further in the province. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias. Damos paso a Kyung.
Thank you very much, Kyung Suk, Vice President of the Information Agency in Korea.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome all of you to the fourth Global Telecenter Forum, which is being held on the theme of people, innovation, sustainability. It's indeed a great honor for me to join this forum as a representative, one of its organizers, along with the Telecenter.org Foundation, the Telecenter Europe Network, and the Consorcio Fernando de los Rios-led Catalimpo. In the late 1980s, with the motto that we are behind industrialization, but we lead informatization, the Korean government established and implemented its national informatization vision and strategy. Thanks this initiative, Korea achieved the top ranking in the UN's e-government assessment in both 2010 and 2012. Now, ICT is the key contributor to Korea's economic development and has enabled Korean people to live in a happy environment. However, as there are people who still haven't lived the benefit of the ICT revolution, the Korean government implementing various policies, including ICT education, in a drive to reduce the digital divide Korea. With these experiences, in order to realize the values of the openness of sharing of and participation in informatization for the happier global world, Korean government started various projects aimed at reducing or eliminating the global digital divide back in 2002. As a key part of this effort, we have been establishing IAC, Information Access Center. As of the end of 2012, we had built 34 IACs in 33 countries, reaching over 8 million people. At the same time, over the last 10 years, dispatched 4,005 IT volunteers to 70 countries, invited 3,400 IT professionals from 110 countries, and provided 300,000 pieces to 56 countries. With these efforts, we have tried to spark the flame of informatization in all the countries. The Korean government aims to expand IAC network to 100 countries by 2020 in order to contribute to improving global information access environment and to open and share various projects, as well as Korea's development experience. To that end, we ask your generous support and participation. As the official name of this forum, Spark suggests, I hope that this event will be the spark that ignites future global projects to build and operate global telecenters continuously and to develop informatization competence, as well as giving hope to people who have not yet benefited from ICT. I would like to finish by adding that the Korean government will spare no effort in its mission to create a happier global society through ICT. Thank you, and muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. Toma la palabra ahora don Vicente.
Thank you very much. Vicente Fernandez Guerrero, the Secretary General of Innovation of the Regional Government of Andalusia, has the floor. Thank you. Good morning, President of the Parliament, the MP, Vice Chancellor, the Vice President of the National Agency of Korea. First of all, I would like to join the previous speakers welcoming you to Granada and Andalusia in general. For me, it's a great pleasure and a privilege to be here with you in this opening act of this 4th Global Telecenter Forum. It's the first time it's been held in Europe, and this shows that Eurocentering is something that we have achieved, and we have to be happy about that. It's like a small United Nations. We have people from Bangladesh, Uganda, the United States, Chile, Spain, Romania. All of us have to be very happy and proud of this. I would like to very sincerely thank all the organizations which have set up this forum, Telecenter Europe, to the Telecenter Network of Spain, to the National Information Agency of Korea, and most of all, and last but not least, to the Guadalinfo network through the Managing and Fernando de los Ríos Consortium, because thanks to all of them and thanks to their effort, they have chosen Granada as the headquarters for this event. And our main aim, our final aim, is to build a better future for the world. I'm sure that the city, which is full of wonderful emotions and feelings, will bring its own sparkle in this aim, which is a common aim. One of the keys for this better world is the opportunities given by technologies in the area, in the local area, and for this purpose, in Andalusia, we have the Guadalinfo network, which this year is the 10th anniversary, and it's a very significant trajectory which started with in 2003 with 3 centres, and we have the aim of reaching all the groups of population in Andalusia with the internet, and it's extended to all the municipalities with less than 20,000 inhabitants, and also social exclusion risk areas with loads of innovative initiatives, and we consider that the evolution of Guadalinfo, more than its quantitative success, is the qualitative success, because it's an added value for telecenters. It's a new way which we've been working. It's a new path, and we've been working in it for several years with coherence and the evolution of a more social internet and an economy and a society which is more and more centered on the internet. With this proposal, we're innovating in our daily life and making innovation something very common in the different municipalities in Andalusia. And here we will have the opportunity to meet and assess some of the initiatives implemented in other countries. In the same way, we will have the opportunity to debate on some relevant aspects for the project, like, for example, looking for synergies with other people and cooperation strategies, public-private cooperation, which will bring more speed to the projects already presented. This forum, which joins together different public and private actors, represents very clearly the message of integration, cooperation that we are looking for in Andalusia. No to this digital gap. From the Andalusian administration, we will be very careful, and we will care about all the propositions or the proposals made here today and tomorrow, because they will contribute to the improvement of our initiatives, and they will improve also all our projects in the medium and long term, because we're here to learn, and altogether I'm sure that we're going to learn a lot. I just wanted to encourage everybody here taking part in this forum to continue the work done so far, and I would especially like to thank all those dynamizing this Guadalinfo network. They have come here from different kinds of places and points in Andalusia, and they're showing us how important their work is. Thank you very much from all my heart, because you are the heart and you are the ones that make this Guadalinfo possible. And there is little as I could say, just thank the devotion and the effort that we're all going to make during these days, and I'd like it to be very fruitful. The regional government of Andalusia has been very significantly represented here, but our intention, it's not so much to talk, but to listen. I'm sure that we will learn a lot from what everything can offer here in these couple of days. Welcome to Andalusia, welcome to Granada, and thank you all. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. And before we bring this welcoming to a close, we have the honor to hear the Manuel Gracia Navarro, the President of the Andalusian Parliament.
Buenos días.
Good morning, authorities, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start thanking the organizers for having invited us here to take part in this opening event of the Global Spark Forum on Telecenters. It is a pleasure for me to share with you the beginning of this forum, which is devoted to joining together people from the furthest places in the world who have come together here in Granada to exchange your knowledge, your hopes, your experiences, and projects related to the fascinating revolution of technologies and communication. And please allow me to say, after Tunisia, Kuala Lumpur, and Chile, I would like to welcome you all to this 4th edition. I would like to welcome as well our region, Andalusia. This occidental area, which welcomed loads of civilizations, and the legacies of which have been very useful to build the most advanced and developed societies which promote the progress of humanity, and we've done that since the 21st century. Andalusia has been the bridge on which Europe, Africa, and America have met, and our culture is being built with summing up the legacies of all of those who came here to visit and all of those who we visited. For a long time, we've been what our society is formed by and characterized by, and you represented with your connection platforms, places, and people who are open to exchange and open to discovery. Granada becomes, with your presence here in this 4th forum, becomes the melting pot of those who are for the connection of hundreds and thousands and millions of citizens, is promoting the development of the new global society. And the logo you used is quite revealing. Why do you say, why is technology magic? I think this is fantastic. It is not a sentence, it's not something which you affirm, it is a question. So something which is very particular of these times, it's this dynamic character and transformation character. The crisis which has touched all the economic development in Europe, especially in Europe, although it's also affected other regions in the world. This means that the affirmation of Mario Benedetti is very important. He said, when we thought we had all the answers, all of a sudden, all the questions changed. So you know how ephemeral all the technologies and information technologies are. From its origin to until now, there is a very long list of transformations and changes in just a couple of decades. With this crisis and the big change which globalization brings with it, this feeling of accelerated change has established in all the fields of our life. So a forum like this is very useful, having this question and far away from just wanting to to establish statements. So this is a very powerful invitation to wonder, to ask ourselves what is changing, and also wonder and ask ourselves about what should change. The changes of these ICTs to have an influence on the social development and our daily life is amazing. So it is a time now to ask ourselves about how we want it to have an influence on the global challenges we're facing. Peace and international peace and security. International social inequalities, territorial inequalities, sustainability. Why is technology magic? That's your question. So we say that technology can be magical for the future of our civilization, and that's what we are desiring and wishing. But so that we could say that, what should it offer people? What innovation should we have? How should it contribute to social, environmental, and economic sustainability? There are many possible scenarios for the future, and nothing good comes out of nothing. And for a long time, we've known that if we just let things evolve, we will probably be led to undesirable and unfair situations for most of the population. So I coincide with the organizers of this forum when they say in the documentation which has been made for this forum, in saying that this technology revolution lead us to reinvent the world. We can get rid of some barriers and distances and breaches and gaps, and we can have new ways of learning. And I'm convinced that the work done by the telecenters is going to be decisive for this to happen. In the Andalusian Parliament, from our idea and our conviction that the active participation of the citizenship in social and political life is essential, and with the new ways of communication, we're promoting a program for the opening of the institution. We call it Open Parliament, and its main objective is to promote transparency and participation of citizens in everything which takes place in our group. And with the 2.0 vocation, we promote training on streaming and other formats, but also the active integration of Andalusians with their parliament through the most extended channels, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Andalusian telecenters will play in the very near future a very significant role for making it easy for people to access this and avoiding exclusion also in the digital and technological field. It's not a coincidence that this afternoon and tomorrow a meeting is being held, a group work on e-democracy of the Conference of Legislative Assemblies of the European Union. The access platforms, the telecenters are the new technological bridges which will allow people, men and women, will allow them to review the past and think about the future to get a desirable destiny. Every day We get millions of people in telecenters from all the continents with possibilities for ideas to become action. And every day, the global telecenter network allows these people to share these ideas, actions and opportunities and to connect to each other to improve this network. We have come a long way already, and we have had very good results. Some are surprised that some territories have been changed in such a way, something like magical, offering opportunities to people and offering services related to telecenters. I know about the support given in the fight against discrimination done by Guadalinfo, with more than 750 centers offering service to more than 800,000 users. And I would like to take this opportunity to, on behalf of the Andalusian Parliament, to thank them for that. I would like to finish congratulating you on the fantastic social actions led on your fight against this new form of exclusion, which is a digital breach, and promoting a new and better sustainable development. I would like to wish you the best, the most fruitful forum. Enjoy this land, this place. Make yourself at home, and thank you again. Thanks to the organizers of this event. And thank you for your attention. And of course, dare to change the world. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much. So we're going to bring the session to a close. Thank you very much for being here with us. And there's going to be a short coffee break. It's going to be a bit shorter than we thought, 20 minutes. And we will be here. We'll be back here at 12. And this will finish at 1, and we will start with the area of telecenters in the world. It will be inaugurated. Thank you very much, and enjoy your coffee break.